that can only be seen by people who are fit for their position.
Yeah.
And they're not making anything, right? But he don't want to admit that he's not fit to be emperor, so he can, it's like, oh, I'm
invisible clothes.
He's invisible clothes, right? But it turns out they're visible to everybody.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks that everybody else is seeing them. They're like, well, I don't want to be the one that says I'm a fool.
Okay, I've heard this concept.
So and then the child shows up and says, oh yeah, there's no clothes there.
He's naked.
Right. But everyone's like, well, we just got to keep going.
Right.
Okay. So this game is based on that story. Okay. So it is all about you've got role selection. So you do play the different parts of the characters in the story. You've got the emperor, the swindlers, and the child. You've got some other townsfolk, some other imperial court people. Okay. We've gotten a printing technology that can only be seen by true gamers. So it appears blank. Now it's not perfect, right? So there's like 7% of gamers can't see it. There's like 13% false positive that non-gamers who can't see it.
Yeah.
But we're getting close. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the game is you basically have role selection. So I'm going to start with just the 4 basic characters. There's 4 of us. I might have to throw in the other 2. And then you've got action cards that basically affect things. You roll dice to collect resources, and you score points on those resources. The penny gems are basically just an optional resource. I have them out there just kind of for show.
I apologize. Butterfingers here.
So these are the scoring chips. So you pick a color. Do you have a favorite?
This one. This is the winningest one.
This reminds me of some other games I've seen on Kickstarter, I think. Is it inspired by any other particular game?
Daryl Louder over there is accusing me of stealing Compounded, but it has nothing to do with Compounded. I don't know. I've gotten the role selection mechanic is from Citadels.
Okay.
Right? But the rolls themselves are not from Citadels. The rolling dice is more like Yahtzee. And then the collecting resources, you score for the resources you get based on the roll you have. Okay? So the 3 resources we have gold, which is valuable to the swindlers. We have dignity, which is really valuable for the emperor. And we have gullibility, which is like a negative resource. But if you actually have 3 dice. If you roll your dice and you end up with gullibility, you're kind of stuck with it, right? But it doesn't affect the child. So we'll get to that, right? So here's your 4 rolls. You got the emperor, right? What he does is he gets to tax everyone. He collects gold, 1 gold from each player who has it. And then he's got to discard dignity for every gullibility he has. Okay, so to get rid of the gullibility, he's got to discard some dignity. If he has any dignity left over, he gets 1 point for dignity. Okay? There's 2 swindlers. What they do is, when they score, the emperor has any gullibility left, they get gold from him. They get half his gold. Okay? They split it even. And then they can turn in gold for points. Okay? So if you're the swindler, you're going for gold. Finally, you got the child. The child doesn't care about dignity or gold. All he cares about is, look at that emperor walking around. Look at all those people admiring him. Okay?
Yeah.
So he throws away all of his dignity and gold, and then he scores 1 point for every dignity that everybody else has. Gullibility, yes, right. So he throws away gold and dignity and scores for gullibility. So you have the potential of scoring a lot, but if you go last, some people have already gotten rid of their dignity or gullibility by the time it's their turn. Okay? Since we have 4 players, I'm going to throw in 2 more characters because otherwise there's only 4 to choose from. So I'm going to do the mother and the jester are the ones that I have that are easier to get into right now, right? So the mother is the mother of the child, of course, right? The mother, when we reveal our roles, if the mother has no gullibility, that means she's not been duped. She's like, that emperor's walking around naked. I don't want my child to see this. So the child doesn't score. Okay, the child still has to discard gold and dignity, but the child doesn't score. And the mom scores for gold and dignity. Okay, 1 point. Let's go over that. Finally, you have the jester.
It's funny.
Everybody assumes the jester is an idiot. And if you're a jester, you don't want dignity, right? It's bad for a jester to have dignity. So the jester discards gullibility to get rid of dignity, and then scores 1 point for the gullibility they have.
This is the opposite of the emperor.
It's the opposite of there's no tax, right? So so if you have gold, it just doesn't matter at all. So what happens with the jester and the child right, is that they interact very interestingly because the jester is collecting gullibility, but the child's going to score for that gullibility unless the mother prevents it. Right? So there's all these interactions going on. So who wants to be first player?
Do you have to stand in line to race something?
We're really gonna play this game?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll play one round. We won't throw in the cards. We'll just play one round with this. Here, well, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
You were, well, I go first. So we pull one roll out, just like one else, set it aside, and then he chooses. That way, I don't know when I look at the cards which one he chose. I have a 50-50 chance.
The winningest.
The winningest. Yeah, he thinks he's the right. All right. Okay, so then we discard the rest. Yeah. Okay, so you get to roll. You get 3 dice.
Yep.
You roll 3 times. So yeah, like you see, it's 1 and 2 gold, 1 and 2 dignity, 1 and 2 gullibility. You get to roll 3 times.
All right.
You're not gonna re-roll?
I'm not gonna take it. Actually, I think the odds that I got were actually pretty high.
You can roll 3 times. Yeah, like Yahtzee, you can keep and re-roll any number.
Each one or all together?
Any ones you want.
All right.
It's very lenient.
That's only 3. I mean, it's only 3 dice. So.
Master.
Oh, whoops! Yeah, you took an extra.
No, it was like.
You're trying to steal gold.
Yes, clearly.
Okay. So. Alright. And then, like if you roll, it's like, okay, I've got 1 dignity, right? If I'm going for dignity, do I re-roll this one hoping to get 2? But I might end up with something else, right? But I'm not going for that, so doesn't matter. Alright. So I have 3 gold and 1 gullibility.
Alright, yeah. This is a tough game, to follow. So yeah, if I want gold, I didn't get it, I should keep going, right?
Yeah. There's your gullibility, dignity, and gold. Alright.
Alright. I'm gonna reroll these 2. Alright. So, I'm gonna take 3 of these.
Okay, 3 dignity, 1 gullibility.
Yep.
Okay? Now, so the cards will let you do things like affect the rolls, steal dice from other people, pass around resources and things like that. But I leave those out the first time just because it's a little too much. So now you review your rolls. Did anybody have the mother? No. All right.
So I was the active player.
Yeah. So you're starting
So
player.
Emperor.
Yeah.
So I get a gold from everybody.
I have a gold.
I have no gold.
If you have a gold. Say no gold. You had 1 gold.
This is cool.
This
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So I got your gold. I have 2 dignity and 1
Gullibility. Yeah.
gullibility. So I cash in the difference. These cancel one another out. And so I got 1 dignity left, which means I score 1.
All right. I'm the swindler. The Emperor has no more gullibility, so I can't cash in on that, which is too bad because he's got a bunch of gold.
Yep.
But I do have 2 gold left, so I get 2 points.
And as the jester, I have no gold but 3 gullibility. I forget how he scores, but I think that's good.
You would get rid of dignity, but you don't have it.
So I don't actually score.
So no. You score for the gullibility, but you would have to subtract dignity.
Oh, dignity would be bad.
It would be bad if you're the
Yeah.
jester.
So
that's
I
actually-
got lucky by not even rolling it. I didn't.
Well, yeah, and he took
Yeah.
the gold. Him taking the gold doesn't really matter. Although this does mean that we got to watch it. You don't leave the swindler part for him.
This is really
So-
strong then.
Yeah, you got 3.
You got 3.
So, who were you
Do I
again?
take 3
I
of
was a
these?
swindler.
Okay, so
You move
I was
yourself up on
the
the point
child.
track.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a,
So I get.
Where does it start?
So
right here.
he had.
So you got 3. So I got 1.
Something like that.
So did he already discard all of his gold?
Right. That's the
Okay.
problem. See, as a child, you got to throw away all of your gold and dignity. Now you didn't get any gold, but you have to throw away your dignity.
Okay.
And then you score for all of the the gullibility that is left on the table.
Wait.
So I don't have any.
I
have
have
one.
only 1. So
Okay.
you get to you score 1 point.
So if the player order was different, it would have been
Right.
right.
Yeah.
If you didn't turn, because if again, if you're the jester after him, then you've got a pile of gullibility.
He would have got-
He's going to score all of those plus mine. Okay? And then any resources you have carry over to the next round, which is important to know, to think about like, well, yeah, he's planning ahead, but he's no longer starting player, which means you guys have to help me because he's got a bunch of gold already.
Yes.
On the other hand, if I take Emperor, I'm getting some gold.
Right.
Right? So there's a sort of trade-off there. So, I know you didn't have much time, so
Yeah, I do have to get back to
yeah,
the
but
judging.
yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
fun. So that's kind of the basic idea. And then you go a full round.
I gotta tell you, it's reminding me of some other Kickstarter games. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah. What do you think about it? Yeah. Let me know.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
Have you gotten good feedback so far?